What's up?
Gary Holt.
What's up?
What are you doing?
Just chilling here, man. We just finished rehearsal. There's Jesse Radford,
Right on.
drummer here in Costa Rica.
Nice. Probably a little warmer there than it is here.
Well, I don't know. How warm is it
Completely.
there?
Not very.
You're up in the mountains, right?
Yeah, it's getting cold this time of year. It felt like it's on the verge of snow a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's all right. I got the heater cranking. So what's going on?
Oh, good.
Just trying to get Logan on here. Yeah, man, we're good. We're playing live December 1st here in San Jose, Costa
Nice.
Rica. This is actually, Anton. By the way, Anton, that's Anton Darusso, Gary Holt.
What's
What's
up?
up?
How you
Nice to
doing?
meet you, bro.
How are you?
Everything's fine here. Hot as always. Costa Rica is hot.
Yeah, I mean, up here it's really hot in the summer. I mean, super hot, but it ain't summer
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, here is like eternal summer, summer forever. Jungle.
That's awesome. I mean,
Jungle
I
in
was
summer.
just down in Arizona and it was amazing. It was beautiful. I was like,
Yeah, of course.
it's so nice. I don't want to go back to the cold.
Yeah. Great, bro.
Yeah.
By
Right
the
on.
way, great. Exodus is having the album, so wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Big fan, bro.
comes
Yeah.
out tomorrow officially, but I forgot that it is tomorrow in like Australia, so they have
Japan,
it.
I think so. Japan also, right?
Yeah, they have it. They're already shooting messages and saying they got it. So, right on. Everybody seems to love it. I've found a couple of people who don't, but they don't matter because they disagree with me.
Ah, yeah.
I
So
only
many
like
opinions
opinions
always.
that equal my
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, it's normal, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, we're playing live here in San Jose December 1st. That's like what, in like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
We've been practicing. So Anton has like a lot of experience in the music industry. I have none. So,
Bro, I'm coming from power metal scene, bro.
Yeah.
I'm coming from European neoclassical scene, bro.
Yeah,
So
totally.
for me, it's like, come on.
Anton's like my music daddy. It's kind of fun to get started.
Nah.
So your
You're good.
education is going well.
Education's the right word for it, man. Like how much is there to know that a person doesn't know until they get involved with actually making music and like planning tours and shit like that, right?
It's a lot that goes into it, man.
Yeah.
People think it's simple. Like every time we book a tour, someone in some city goes, "What? You're not playing here? That's bullshit." Like we do it intentionally, but they don't understand that you have to book based on venue availability and routing and all that, and sometimes it just doesn't work to go to one spot. Just
Absolutely.
of course I want to
And
play
it's like a
anywhere,
cross you carry. Yeah, absolutely. I agree absolutely with Gary.
Logan, there he is.
Hey,
There he is.
what up,
What's
Here's
up,
the daddy.
Gary Holt?
He's
How
on.
you doing?
What's up, Logan?
What's up, Daniel? Anton?
Hello, Mr. Hello. Here's the daddy of Savage Existence, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
Wait,
the daddy.
what'd you say?
Logan's our real daddy.
Here's the real
Nice.
father.
Oh yeah,
fatherhood?
got a lot of kids. I got
Word.
two litters of kids. 2 litters, triplets and twins.
No
Wow.
shit.
Okay, now that we're all on, just to set this up for viewers. So the general premise of this Instagram live room is that tomorrow, November 19th, our 3 bands have releases coming out. So
I know, it's crazy.
You guys all know Gary Holt of Exodus, Logan Mader of Once Human, and of course ex-Machine Head, and of course Gary played with Slayer for a while. Guys you probably don't know are me and Anton Darusso. We're about to launch our debut album from our band Savage Existence tomorrow, which Logan produced. Logan hooked us up and showed us the ropes and crushed out an album in record time. So, and then tomorrow, Logan's band Once Human is also releasing a video single, Cold Arrival, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
right on.
Big day for metal tomorrow.
Here's what I want to know. Here's what I'd like to propose is that we make November 19th a national holiday.
I agree, but you know,
Absolutely.
Mordred, every day's a holiday.
Maybe the best day for metal since Master of Puppets. I don't know.
I don't know.
Amazing.
I mean, I hope everybody likes this fucking record. Everybody, the reviews I've read on it are like pretty fucking amazing, and not counting a couple of snot-nosed punks that don't know what they're talking about.
Dude, I had a sneak peek of your record, Gary, from Steve Lagudi played me a few tracks when I was hanging out with him like a while ago, right after you finished tracking it, and it's fucking fire, dude. I love it. Yeah, it's really
you haven't heard the mix though.
No, I haven't heard the mix, but I heard the
rough tracks are amazing. And Lagudi did a killer job.
Yeah, you tracked it, right?
I mean, we mixed the album like, I swear we must have mixed it 20 fucking times. Pandemic and all, you know, we had the time. Andy had the time, and it was done the mix was done. It was mastered for a month. And then I went back to Andy and said, Andy, do you think maybe we should do this? And he actually said, yeah, I think so too. And we went, you know, and the label said we hadn't gone into manufacturing yet. So we gave it one more shot. But as Andy said, one more mix and it's going to border on madness.
Well, I know the feeling. I'm guilty of that too. I've turned in my record for Once Human, both records, or all three records. I've turned them in and said, wait a minute, delete that. I made it better.
Yeah. I mean, you live with something, then you figure out where you can improve it, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, the final adjustment we made, no one would have noticed it but us. But it was just a tiny frequency change on the guitars. It just kind of made everybody else breathe more, you know?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden it opened up the bass a tiny bit more and stuff. And it just maybe a tiny bit of competition over that frequency, you know?
Yeah, those little things, man, they matter. Especially, you know, you heard it, you feel it, you know it's there. It's like, you know, that shit matters. And if you don't address it when you can, it'll haunt you forever. If you don't.
Yeah, it would have drove me crazy. Yeah. I mean, like every Exodus album, there's various mixes. There's always the guitar dominates everything mix, which surprisingly I don't like. You know, like, you think I would like that. And then there's what I call the Joey DeMaio mix, where it's the bass is louder than everything. Sounds awesome. Yeah. Doesn't sound like Exodus. And then there's a couple others. Then eventually we find the right one. Just takes a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we got 100.
So, but the moment comes and you have to stop, right? This is my question. When did you feel that, like, okay, this is it, the album is done?
You never finish an album. You abandoned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. An album's never done. You just decide you're gonna kick it out of the house.
Yeah.
You just come on. I gotta stop.
Yeah, get out of here. You know, you're no child of mine.
Go get a job.
Yeah, get a job, you bum.
Pay your way.
You worthless fucking deadbeat.
Absolutely.
So Gary, your approach on this album, right? Like when you guys started writing this, it was, you pretty much just wanted to thrash like everybody out of the water with this, right? Like after all this time not playing with Exodus and then coming back, like what was your mentality going in to record this album?
Hit everybody square in the mouth, but that's always our mentality. I mean, you know, Exodus, you know, there's a lot of subtlety to be found on records, but it's subtlety that's hidden amongst the fucking brutality. You know, I'm not one to like do a ton of like obvious subtlety. You know, it's stuff that, you know, it's there amongst the mayhem, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we just wanted to make a great album, great songs. We didn't set our minds to one way or the other than we want it to be heavy as fuck, but we want the songs to be hooky. And this album is just fucking got hooks everywhere. People don't even know what's coming.
Wow.
Like the singles are killer, but it's not my favorite songs. I mean, but I love them all. So to, like, say they're not my favorite songs, well, maybe that song's not that good. No, that song's that good. When they hear the title track, that's all they got to hear. It's like fucking, it's insane.
And
Yeah,
also the singles, right? You never know which one will shoot. You never know which one will blow, like, really.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. I mean, it's always like, you know, my favorite is not the one, and then something else. But I think this it's got a lot of possibilities. That's for sure. I mean, the title track is like unhinged. It's so fucking insane. But I'm pleased with it. I'm ready to work on a new one. I'm bored. I need to.
Yeah,
do
us
something.
too. Well, hey, speaking of that, we're all going to be fucking around in Vegas in next month, right?
Yeah, I know. It's coming up soon. I better start working on it to a couple of licks.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Yeah,
You know,
the song
show
we have
up.
signed, and the
I'll
song we
crack an
hope Gary will
alcohol-free
be
beer
part
and
of
just let it rip.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm alcohol free too, bro.
Right on, dude. I
I'm
never felt better, man.
8 months, bro.
Yeah, I just hit 5. I feel
still-
fucking great, man. It's like
I quit drinking and
I
I
don't-
really started doing a lot of cocaine. No, just kidding. Actually, I
well,
quit
I mean,
everything.
I didn't say anything about crack.
No. I'm
You
joking.
know, I quit drinking and I took up crack for the first time.
Yeah, a little meth here and there. No, I went.
Been there,
100%
done that. Come on.
Yeah.
This is Logan's medicine right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's a supplement that I created. I'm going to market with it soon.
Sweet.
It's
Put that
energy. It's
label
just
up closer,
caffeine.
Daniel.
Caffeine
Couldn't see.
cocktail. It's like, yeah, it's natural energy and recovery. It's got some CBD in it. It's got a lot of caffeine. That's a time release formula, so it keeps you alert and charged up, like really energized for about 4 or 5 hours. And it's got turmeric and like some nice joint mobility stuff in it. So people use it as a pre-workout, but you can also just like coffee replacement. It's just energy.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
And the best tagline of all time.
more than coffee, less than cocaine.
Yeah, more than coffee, less than cocaine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, turmeric's a good thing too for inflammation and shit.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and CBD.
Actually, I gotta re-up because I'm out and I deal with like my hands, you know, like despite what I do for a living, it ain't easy and my hands are stiff constantly.
Dude,
Like,
I have like stuff on my wrists. I've been working on it, but yeah, turmeric helps, CBD helps.
Yeah, like this hand, like closing my fist past that, like is like a force. You're like,
Wow.
like I'm definitely not in the market to punch people because I can't even easily make a fist. I just break fingers.
Just punch people with your riffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
40 years of riffs take a toll on you.
Yeah, I know. I feel it. But
So,
yeah,
you guys coming out, Daniel, and you're working on a new one already, right?
Yeah,
Coming up.
we've got 9 new songs done pre-production, and yeah, we're going up to Vegas to hang out with Logan right after our tour in Mexico in December, and we're gonna brew up album number 2. Like you said, you know, the creativity just kind of wants to keep flowing. So
yeah,
Might as well run with it, dude.
yeah,
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be
Just
sick.
keep going. What do you got down there for amps, Logan? I'm sure you got several.
I got about 800 different profiles in my camper and in my Axe FX3.
You
But,
ain't got no real amps? You got real amps.
I got real amps, but I just whenever I get a real amp, I capture its soul and I keep it forever in my profiles. And
We'll find something that works.
yeah, Oh yeah, but I mean, are you gonna come? So you're gonna do a couple solos on the new Savage Existence record, right?
Yes,
That counts
exactly.
as I just announced it. It's too late. Cat's out of the bag.
Well, it's official, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Daniel asked if
Come
I'd
on.
do a couple of leads, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't have anywhere to go.
Sick.
I'm hopefully going to Vegas to see Journey at their residency in December,
Wow.
Oh, sick.
and I'm
So
going to try to like coordinate the two.
Okay,
Since
so you're
I
actually
want to go. I want to
you're
go
gonna
see
come.
Neil Sean and shit. And so if I can do that, otherwise I'll just come in to do the solo.
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, cool. I didn't know you were actually coming to my place to do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything. I got a bunch of recording shit, and I haven't even hooked it up. My laptop died. I'm using my wife's slow old one. Actually, I called my Mac guy to order a new one today, though.
Cool.
Wow.
Ordering one of those
Wow.
new like Pro Max,
Nice.
ultra powerful, badass things that I'll probably play video games on.
No, but I'm stoked to know that you're actually coming to Vegas to do your tracks. That's awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah. I don't want to do them here. I'd rather do
Yeah.
them there and be part of the fun, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's how it should be. So we're gonna track drums at the Hideout. Maybe we could go back into the Hideout for your solo days. That could be cool. Maybe book another day.
What are the days again? What are the
What's that?
days again you're in for December?
13 up to 23, right? 13.
Right.
Yeah, we've
Cool.
got the Hideout booked the 14th, 15th, and 16th, and then we're in Logan studio, or we go back to the Hideout after that until like I think the latest we have is to the 24th.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, it'll take me a couple hours and we'll be
Yeah.
done. We'll get some food.
Yeah. I think we should be in the Hideout for your tracks. That would be fun because we can also, if you really want to mic up an amp too, we could do that more easily than at my place. But either way, we'll get it done. We're doing all the vocals here, all the overdubs at my place here. It's like home studio, but it's legit, and we've got ISO and stuff.
All right. I mean, as long
Either
as
way.
I got some decent backing tracks to solo to,
Yeah.
you know, that's fine.
Yeah, you will.
I
We
mean, I've
try,
tracked
bro.
with Kempers and stuff.
You will.
You know,
You will, bro.
Kemper profile's fine too, as long as it's a good one. You know, I just after doing this new album, you know, the only album I've ever tracked on guitars using my Kemper was Blood In, Blood Out, and that was a profile of my Modern Marshall, and that's killer. But I greatly missed that journey for tone. You know, that experimentation and mics and different positions and different mics and different cabs and until you achieve that golden tone, you know, when you just plug in and turn on and select your profile, it's kind of like you're missing out the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Depends on your perspective. You know.
Yeah, it's the golden chase of tone, dude.
Yeah.
I was out there. I was on Reverb buying like old, like vintage, like early '90s. Not really vintage, but early BBE Sonic Maximizers.
Yeah.
You know, we put them in the loop of the Marshall and just gave the low end a little thump. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and but we didn't want the new ones. We wanted the old ones. So we were like out there scouring and plugging shit in, you know, big muff into a big muff, whatever works.
So since I'm with 3 guitar players, guys, I have a question about solos. About solos. Do you double solos or you don't?
I have in the past, lots of times in the old days, and I really don't anymore. You know, I mean, it'll make it thickened up, but sometimes it's really hard to double the spontaneous great parts, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'll double bits in a solo, like phrases.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but most of the time now I just let it rip. But you know, like on the new album, I was able to like run some extra mics and a little room mic and to thicken it up, give it that slight out of phase tone. You know, it was really cool stuff.
Yeah. Logan, what do you think about it?
Well, it depends. Like it like a wah solo, I'd never want to double a wah solo because there's so much articulation in the foot and stuff. So often, and even without a wah, like doubling guitar solos, one of them can take away from like the character and the expressiveness, and like the nuances and the subtleties of the solo, and just like take that away. Like, but if it's like a lead, if it's more of a thematic part, like a lead, I love doubling those kind of things that
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Actually,
Yeah,
on
like
our
I'll
album that we had, we doubled a lot. I know
yeah,
we did like some doubling there, and I love the sound because it's so fat, so on your face.
yeah,
Yeah, actually, this album, I love the sound.
yeah,
Absolutely
yeah,
blasting.
like I'll sneak a harmony in on a phrase in a
yeah,
solo, just like a key little part, just it'd be like for like 2 seconds, just a little
yeah,
line.
yeah. Like full on shredding, I say like
But again,
it's
it's stuff
one
like
track.
that's fun.
But if it's more like a constructed hooky like phrase type of a lead kind of solo thing, then doubling can be really cool. You know, just do
Absolutely.
story padding and stuff.
Yeah,
Have
but
you
like
guys ever
our
worked on
second album,
anything
I doubled
before?
everything, like
Oh yeah,
every solo, but I went in and had that shit dialed.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Have you guys ever worked on anything before together? You, Gary and Logan?
No.
I'm sorry.
I just asked if you'd done any musical projects together before.
No, but we should rectify that.
Yeah.
We should
Well,
do something. Logan wrote my favorite Machine Head riff of all time, so.
You brought up my favorite record of all time. Oh, sick. Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite riff.
That's a
fucking
doozy.
crush it.
But no, Gary, when I was on 70,000 Tons of Metal 2020, you guys were on that, right?
Yeah.
That you played fucking Bonded Blood from start to finish. Bonded by Blood. And I fucking 16-year-old me just went nuts. I was like crowd surfing. I'm like 50 years old. And crowd surfing. I'm stage diving. It just like brought the shit out of me. That record for me is like super nostalgic, super influential. Like it hit me because I was at that certain age when like I was really discovering metal and like wanting to become a guitar player, and that was like my anthem record.
Yeah, you were a pit commando that night in the middle of a hurricane, just about too.
I know.
That was the craziest show ever. But you know what? I really miss that damn boat. It's always so much fun, and then like now we've been deprived and robbed of everything.
I know, that was like the last hurrah for a while there. We were lucky to
it's crazy.
And yeah, we'll hopefully get back to it. They didn't do it since then yet, right? Haven't done it.
No, not yet. No.
A couple cruises have gone out though. Fozzy
a couple
one.
of them.
Yeah.
I know for a while there, Andy, who runs it, was trapped and couldn't even get back to Canada.
Oh shit.
He was stuck, and I don't know. Hopefully he's okay.
Absolutely. I have a question though. Okay. I have a question. So we are having 2 albums out tomorrow. This is amazing. Exodus, Persona Non Grata, right? With Sosa on vocals. Amazing singer, bro. Wow. I'm really a fan. Actually, Exodus had several singers, but Sosa, I think he's transmitting, bro. He has this vibe of, I think, Bon Scott vibe, like something like that. I love it. I love it about it.
Dude, he puts in my humble opinion, he puts in the performance of his life on this album. It's insane, and he brought some new things to the table for him. He took some chances on a couple bits, and really strong performance. I mean, because we lived this album. We camped out in the mountains, built our own studio, and the whole band.
Wow. Yeah, you were together, right?
Yeah,
because
we worked on it
very
all day long.
It was different. I already joined the band when the band already had like demos done. So I just entered to the studio. So I had to go there. Actually, I received the songs on WhatsApp, and Daniel was singing to the songs, and I was catching the melodies and trying to figure it out. So how was the process with you guys?
Well, now this time we were all locked away up in the mountains, and we had technically three studios running. Lagudi, Logan knows he has a massive mobile Pro Tools rig. So we had 2 drum kits mic'd up at all times. One for for working on ideas, so we're not beating on the finely tuned drums. Then we had the it's go time set up, and then at the rental house we had Jack set up his little mobile like Pro Tools rig. So we were working on vocals in one studio, and and working on song ideas in the other rig, and then jumping over onto the other to actually lay them down. And so we were able to like really dial the shit in before like Zetro even had to like start pushing like out some screams, you know. He already knew what he was doing.
Wow.
And so then when you ask someone to try something different, you know, it's not like they're sitting there worried about doing it the other way in the first place. They already got that down. So all right, let's try do something different. And it allows you to like really like, you know, get into that creative spirit, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Logan, and how are things with the single? Well, also, I'm very curious. I know you have the album already done, right? Because the album is recorded.
Which album? Once Human?
Of Once Human.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going good. We've actually have a really long kind of setup with this. We wanted to start dripping some content out. We were done waiting. We had to wait for the pandemic to kind of die down before we could like do an album rollout. And you know, our label wanted the record to come out in February, but anyway, I had to fight for that. So yeah, we've been putting singles out. We did one with Rob Flynn. That was the first. Rob Flynn did a guest vocal on the song Deadlock. We did a video for that.
Super cool song. Yeah, I heard it. Super cool.
Yeah, I love that song. It came out great. It was really cool to do that collab with Rob. Wow. He actually came and joined us on stage in San Francisco to perform the song. Like a couple weeks ago when we were up there with Cradle of Filth, and he did Deadlock and Davidian with us, 2 songs in a row back to back. That was awesome. You know,
Dude, I'm super bummed I missed the Sacramento show.
Oh yeah, what? Oh yeah, you live up near that way now, huh?
Yeah, I live up north, but we had that fucking horrific storm came in.
It was raining so fucking hard that day. It was like
up here, you know, I was worried about trees falling down. We lost power for several hours. You know, we had the candles out, and it was, you know, you worry about it. You know, up here, you worry about something crashing down and fucking shit up. So, you know,
are you near like the Sierra Nevada? Are you into the foothills of the mountains?
No, I'm in the foothills of the gold country. You know, I mean, I go to shows at Ace of Spades all the time. You know,
cool.
You know, it's like a 40-minute drive down the hill. But yeah, the weather, you know, they were calling it a bomb cyclone.
It was a bomb cyclone.
Bomb cyclone. And you know, there's nothing good going to come out of any weather pattern named after a bomb.
No.
It's like, we were real excited. You know, I had the table, you know, because my back's too shitty to stand up for as long as the show is.
Yeah.
And I just, no, we can't go. That's just too crazy out, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, I'm driving like some dark country road in that kind of weather.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I would have stayed home too, man. The weather, it was rough that day, and it affected the attendance of the show even for local people. But it was still a good show. It was fun.
Yeah, cool.
It felt good to just be on tour again, man. That was the, you know.
Talk about that. You guys have both been out on tour for recently for the first time.
I haven't. Not me.
Well, you toured the States though, right?
No, I would be finishing that tour up right now. We postponed that till next April.
Oh, because I saw you in Vegas, but you must have just played a couple.
No, that was just shows. A one-off. That was just.
Oh fuck. 3 shows, but Logan, you were out on the road for like almost a month, right?
Yeah, no. It was a month in October.
3 shows. Yeah. One weekend, then another weekend, and then we did Aftershock. So yeah, just a taste, you know.
Teaser.
Not enough.
So what do you guys have planned for 2022 then?
Hopefully tour my ass off, you know. Hopefully, you know, that's the plan. We start up with the rescheduled Bass Strikes Back is in next April. We're working on something overseas for like late February, then summer European tour, and you know, take it from there and see what pops up.
Sick. Yeah, what the Bay Area Strikes Back, is it? That's going out with Testament, you guys, and Death Angel, right?
Yeah,
when?
Yeah.
Is that in March or when is that?
Next April through May.
Man,
And
that's
they just added a Sacramento show, so I get to end like at home basically. And so yes,
nice.
you know, drive home in my own car and be on my own bed that night.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I did. I love that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait. It's been, you know, last tour I did was right at the start of the pandemic, the Bass Strikes Back Europe. You know, we flew home the morning of the flight restrictions, you know, and like came home and got COVID. Like,
wow. Yeah. Terrible.
that's crazy.
How do you feel, Logan, on the tour though? Right now, that I think between us, you're the only guy who just went out on tour like for a month or so. How the crowd is feeling?
Well, for this tour for us, the crowd response was amazing. You know, I think you could tell a lot of people were really grateful to experience live music. You know, and it was a good fit. You know, Cradle of Filth was awesome. Our crowd was super into us, so it felt great.
Killer.
Yeah,
awesome.
It felt good to be in motion and be out. You know, just doing what we love. It's like,
yeah, sharing, right? Sharing with people. It's amazing, the energy and thing that it's like show Cain. I don't know. This is something like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, we just shot a video this last weekend in Arizona, and I hate making music videos, and it was the most fun I've had in a year.
Yeah, because you're
doing
you're like
musical.
Yes,
you know, this is music stuff, and it was awesome. And I was with the band and everybody, and you know, we're all together and hanging out and having dinner and shit. It was super fun. I had a great time.
Yeah,
of course, of course.
I want to try to rope you into a video as well, Gary, but we can talk about that later for the song. I know you hate doing videos, but I have an idea. The song is about, you know, kind of Mother Nature in a way. It's called Matricide. And you know, I was thinking it might be cool to like go film a video in some like burned out forest in California, like up near your territory.
We got lots of those.
And like get you like laying down a solo on top of a burned out house or something like that. Like Gary standing on top of a burned out house laying down a solo.
That shit's way too personal to people like me who live in the mountains. We don't even joke about that shit.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess
I had a fire 7 miles from my house this summer, and that shit's scary. And I have a friend up in Greenville, lost everything, just horrible. And yeah, we don't, you know, that'd be some bad juju.
All right,
absolutely.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board.
yeah, back to the drawing board. Yeah. I have a question though. What's so special about Persona Non Grata? I will tell you that Animals for us, it's when we plan to promote it, and when album is finished, then you go to promote it, right? So the concept is very important. What are you promoting, or what are you saying to the people or transmitting? I think this is very important, so people relate to the album, relate to you. Of course, you're an established artist, so it's easier. So there is a fan base there and stuff. But you always want to like create a concept, right? The album should say something. So what do you think Persona Non Grata is about?
Persona Non Grata is the soundtrack of the world going to shit, basically. You know, it was written while in the background on the television the whole time is just COVID lockdowns, riots, protests, anger, division, divisiveness, just man-hating man, you know, just fucking awful shit. And the album's a reflection of it. But the album's got super big hooks and choruses while shedding a lot.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Yeah,
this is very interesting. I tell you one thing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry?
I tell you one thing. Here, for example, when we did Savage Existence, we thought about it. And when we created the concept of the promotion of album Animals, we created it as a manifest, different. It's coming out of this pandemic and coming out of these restrictions and creating this force of nature. Like one of the let's call it like a motto of the album, or main phrase, it's like, be the predator, not the prey. So we're creating this central, and the catchy thing there is that we're coming from Central America, right? So it's like a Central American force going out there. So we're creating this concept and trying to promote it as a concept like this. And I think so far so good. But this is what the album Animals is all about. Daniel, I don't know if you add something to that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's really kind of like what Gary said. It's like based on just life experience and wanting to say the things that need to be said. That's kind of the beautiful thing about creating music, is you can really create a message that gets transmitted in a medium that is also enjoyable. It's not just like watching, talking heads on a screen or something like that. So, we also spent like the whole recording process during the pandemic, and we were just like everyone else, including Gary, who's sitting there watching the all the tension and all the like inflamed conflict on the news, and also just being forced to stay at home and stuff like that. So we also added a ton of just saying what we thought needed to be said, like on Clickbait, for example. Gary's said that that song is about the media and really manipulating people's negative emotions to get clicks and stuff like that, stuff that needs to be said. But to go on to like one of the zillions of podcasts and say it is one thing, but then to be able to create a bunch of thrashing riffs that you can put your message that you want to communicate on to send it out into the world, it's an awesome thing. So like, for example, one of our singles that's out right now, Identify As Hard, is has that kind of message that's like have a healthy level of distrust in the media and maintain positive mental attitude and stuff like that, which is one thing that I also really loved about bands like Hatebreed, for example. Like how many times Hatebreed's got me through tough times, because it's kind of like motivational metal. It's kind of like, the Jamie Jast is up there screaming, live for this, or whatever, just things that motivate you. So yeah, that was a huge aspect of what went into Animals. And we've got a few songs, like that, the two singles that are right now, Animals, which is about be the predator, not the prey. It's about society essentially weakening the strong people among us, like shaming and removing our teeth, when that's the last thing we need as a culture. And that's the last thing we need. Metal, of course, there are a lot of women who listen to metal, but it's also kind of a very masculine genre. And, so I think that message to men of like, don't let them take out your teeth, is a good message that people, should hear. And the fact that we grew up in like, Gary, you guys were jamming long before I started listening to metal. I was born in 81, so I started listening to metal kind of in the late 90s. And the first metal album I listened to was Sepultura Roots, so we kind of got into like the Pantera and stuff like that. And man, that I pretty much like learned how to be a man from Phil Anselmo, if that makes any sense.
Wow.
Like,
bro, yeah.
I think Phil
this
would
is a
tell you
confession, bro.
Wrong. Phil would probably say, brother, you need to get some better role models.
Man.
Because Phil's a fucking
Logan is
sweetheart.
like, come on, man. He's like,
Phil's a sweetheart, man. He's
well,
like
actually, there is a funny fact.
He's a total kid. He's a sweet.
Yeah, to what Daniel said, there is a funny fact. I called my oldest son Philippe because of Philippe Anselmo. This is very crazy. As a singer, for me, it was like very important when I heard Cowboys from Hell. And at that time, even grunge era happened. The metal that Pantera had and Slayer, of course, these kind of bands, they sustained the thing,
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy, crazy, because the grunge times and the nerdy thing, it was like part of the very famous commercial thing, like bands like Nirvana, right, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, they all went through the roof. But the bands like Slayer and at that time Pantera, and they just maintained the course. They just went for it. AC/DC also is like that, right? They're just like playing that thing, and that's it, bro. That's it, bro.
AC/DC,
your favorite
band.
Yeah, wow.
Band ever.
Right? AC/DC is like, come on, bro. It's like forever. Yeah.
Greatest rock band of all time.
Well, I think the same, bro. Actually, this is a good question. Logan, I was wondering, what's your like really influential bands that really affected you? For example, like Daniel said, Sepultura for him, Pantera, and for you, like really, like when you're alone, like when you're thinking, okay, this band made me want to take the guitar, pick up the guitar, and play it.
Yeah, it's Bay Area thrash metal. I grew up in that scene, so Gary's first record for
Gary is the guy, yeah, of course.
And Metallica.
I'm just into all hard rock, you know. Exodus was always just a hard rock band on speed, you know. So,
yeah.
You know, it's just we grew up on what we grew up. We just wanted it faster.
That era was a culture. We had a scene in San Francisco and Oakland and Berkeley. You know, like we had this like thriving scene of music and, you know, thrash gigs and even hardcore and punk bands mixing in with it as well. But it was like there was shows like all the time, and there was all ages, and it was just like it was a whole culture that I got to be a part of. It doesn't really exist like that anymore. Like they closed down all the clubs on Broadway like a while ago. It was a moment in time, and you know, just I was at that age. I was like, you know, my teenager, like 13, 14, 15, 16, and all that stuff was coming out. And it really hit me. It really resonated with me. And
it was a glorious time.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It can't be replicated. You know, I'm lucky I got to live it. I mean, I'm lucky I got to live an era when rock bands ruled supreme, and I'd go to a different arena show at least once a month. You know, like now, who plays arenas? You know, Metallica and Five Finger Death Punch and Avenged Sevenfold and Disturbed. And Korn. There's a few, but I mean, come on, I'd see, you know, in the course of a year, I'd see 50 different arena bands. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah. Two times.
The golden age,
like, wow.
Golden age.
Yeah. Spoiled. I was spoiled in those eras. People don't know how they don't know how shitty they have it. You guys should really be disappointed and depressed about your lives because you didn't get to see Pat Travers band in an arena.
Yeah, that's why we have a lot of comments right now coming in. It's like Gary Holt for president. Totally, bro.
I'll stay out of politics. That's right. I keep that shit off my Instagram. I just, you know, people have a pretty good idea of what my political beliefs are, but I don't soapbox to anybody, and I take great joy in writing songs and watching people sing them, and they don't really know what I meant by the lyrics. Because then you watch guys who totally disagree with you sing it, and like, you know, let them come up with their own meanings to the songs. That's what I like to do.
So we got a few minutes left. We promised some live Q&A, so maybe there's 130 people. Maybe any of you guys have questions? Just to reiterate, we are all here promoting some new stuff. Logan's band Once Human is dropping a video single tomorrow called Cold Arrival, which is looking pretty awesome. Gary's band Exodus is dropping a new album tomorrow called Persona Non Grata, which is getting all kinds of buzz and sounds fucking awesome based on his 3 singles that are
out. Tharsh just said Logan with a shirt is the real news here. Tharsh, you're the man. An old friend of mine. And he's a legend amongst the thrash metal scene, is Tharsh.
finally, me and Anton have our debut album going out for our band Savage Existence, which Logan produced. So November 19th, we have all those things dropping tomorrow. All right. Anybody throw some questions in there at all? You guys see anything?
Someone asked how Tom's recovery is going. It's going amazing. He's doing so good.
How is Tom's recovery going? Okay, you see that.
He's killing it. I mean, you know, he's dealing with the last of some treatment stuff, but you know, he's playing drums and he's drumming hard.
Any plans on working with Rob Dukes? They're asking here.
I soloed on his album, so I already did. You know, and you know, I'd love to work with Rob on some side project stuff someday. Still one of my best friends. You know, guy makes me laugh as much as anybody ever did.
Okay, Logan's favorite song on Animals. Logan, what's your favorite song on Animals? The new Savage Existence album.
I gotta refresh my memory on the titles because I remember working titles and then
This is very good.
We gave you all these
story.
We
had all the titles wrong, like crazy names.
I never remember that shit. But Animals is a good song. Which is the Down by the River? I really like that one. It's epic, really emotional. Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. Yeah, that
working titles tend to stick.
Working titles, crazy ones. Yeah.
Down by the River is still Down by the River, right?
Yeah.
And you did a lot of orchestral stuff on that one too, right?
Yeah.
And
We did something there.
Yeah.
The story was actually very crazy. Yeah, we had the piano in the studio, and I was like, "Why don't we play piano there?" And everyone's like, "What?"
And this motherfucker right here,
and I was like, "No."
He sits down and just starts killing it. He's just like this. Yeah, Anton's multi-instrumentalist. Really, really talented.
I didn't find out he's better at guitar than I am too until like a month or two. He didn't even tell me. He's just like, "Oh fuck, I'll throw down a couple of licks." Then he starts sending us full songs. Like, what the fuck, man? The guy writes like 3 songs off our new album and just sends them over. Like, he's got MIDI drums, vocals, bass, guitar, 2 guitars, lead guitar, rhythm, everything. It's like, okay.
Making it
no,
easy.
just pre-production, bro. You gotta do that. It's the correct way.
Hey, someone asked what my favorite song on the new album is. Actually, I almost forgot. Tomorrow morning, we're dropping the last lyric video for the song Prescribing Horror, which is my favorite song on the fucking album.
Nice.
Prescribing
Horror. It's about the thalidomide scandal of the 50s and 60s that led to like about 100,000 or more deformed babies being born in Europe and the UK and Japan as well.
Wow.
Although it's pretty horrific shit, and the lyric video is terrifying.
Dope. So I got Daniel.
I think we actually also throwing a video tomorrow, and this is something that we will have on YouTube. There is a song, there is a single. The name is very crazy. It's like Winds of Shit.
That's one of the working titles that we
actually
actually stuck with. That was just meant to be a working title, Winds of Shit. It's off the Trailer Park Boys. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, love them.
That's that Canadian cult classic, right? So like we had the working title for Animals used to be The Fucking Way She Goes. And you know, like Ray, Ricky's dad, Fucking Way She Goes, Rick. And then Winds of Shit is Jim Leahy telling Randy a story of can you hear or feel the winds of change? It's like a winds of change reference, but he changes change to shit. So it's just
we have Scorpion songs there, bro. We don't want to go there. No, winds of change. No.
Did you do the whistle part?
no, this is a good one. No, bro, come on.
I can't whistle. I've never been able to whistle my whole life. So.
Yeah, when I began, the funny thing about the melodies on this album, when I heard the demos on WhatsApp, it was like it's like reading the lyrics, and it was like, my God, I have to go tomorrow to record this, and lyrics were like read by Daniel, and he was like, do you like this lyric? Yeah, I will change everything. bro, you just go and try to do something there. It was very funny, but the song Winds of Shit, it's actually very, I think, very one of the best tracks also on the album. It's it has this ayahuasca feel, you know. We actually recorded some shamans with Logan, so it was amazing sounds, and it's like a vibe, right? So I think it's a very like tribal and somehow very romantic, very crazy.
Yeah, we captured that authentic jungle vibe with the shaman.
Nice.
Song, the
We
shaman
got ayahuasca on there, Savage Medicine, and Winds of Shit. And we actually, we filmed the video for Winds of Shit at Soltara with the Peruvian shamans that are actually in the video. So like the video starts with me washing up on shore, like passed out in the sand as the waves, like, you know, wash over.
You gotta see it. It's like a little movie, bro. We actually
Were you
had
tripping
like
balls
a
when you
little
did it?
movie there.
It's more like, no, well, actually I was, when we actually recorded it. But it was a long night. But anyways, but it kind of, you know, I only did it for artistic effect because, you know, the story is about people, like, it's kind of about what happens when people come to Soltara. Like, they show up kind of in a world of hurt, you know, and like life, you know, the lyrics are like, the world can be a lonely place, blah, 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 where people show up kind of in a low point in their life. They kind of show up to Soltara's shores, and then they interact with the shamans, and then the end of the song is all about like finding the strength, making the world your playground and stuff like that. So it's kind of traces the story of people's experiences when they actually come to Soltara. So, you know, I had to, you know, stay up really late and kind of actually look slightly unhealthy when I recorded the video the next day. Just
everyone, it was so funny because Logan asked us, like, guys, do you have like a playthrough video of a song? And we sent this video where we're looking like shit, like ultra shit, like we're all in dirt. And we're just playing the song, and it's like a ultra shitty video, and we are looking. And I remember my wife, she watched this video and was like, what happened to you? What? Why? What's this playthrough, bro? And I was like, oh my god, it was crazy.
Awesome.
All right. Any more questions for Gary or Logan?
Someone asked how many guitars I got. I don't know.
All of them.
I did get this one though just the other day. Oh, look at that guy. Ooh.
Whoa.
That's a fucking ayahuasca trip for sure, right?
Yeah,
I think it's fucking nuts.
damn.
I haven't even plugged it in yet.
Wow.
Speaking of ayahuasca, when are you guys coming down to Soltara, man?
Man, I ain't taking no ayahuasca.
No?
I spent my entire youth taking more psychedelics than anybody in thrash metal other than Kirk Hammett because he was there. And those days are over for me. I don't even drink real beer anymore.
Yeah.
I used to expand my consciousness quite a lot.
Absolutely. So Logan, quick
Someone asked
question.
if I'm looking forward to Bloodstock. Fuck yeah. I'd be looking forward to playing a fucking dumpster right now if there's a stage and an audience in it.
Yeah, if anybody's around, I'm getting ready to go do a show in 2 days from now over in New Mexico, in Gallup, New Mexico, at the Navajo Nation Metal Fest.
Awesome.
It's gonna go off, yeah. Alien Weaponry. We got direct support. It's on on Saturday.
Kick ass. That'll be fun, dude.
It's good, man. Those crowds out there, man, they go fucking nuts for the metal shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great.
I'm just jealous. I just want to play shows.
Yeah. We're actually playing, I think,
hating it.
Yeah, I think we're playing 9th, 10th, 11th with Monstrosity sharing stage in Mexico. First time Monstrosity in Mexico City. Nice. It will be crazy. Circo Volador. It's like a big show. And Mexico is opening. Right now, everyone wants shows there. It's very crazy. People are going absolutely crazy to go to the shows. So Latin America it is. You should go.
Yeah, I've never played in Mexico.
2022. Yeah.
I'd love to play in Mexico City. I've never played there. I played in Argentina. I played in Brazil. That's it.
Yeah.
Argentina and Brazil.
You definitely should come. This is
Yeah.
something we should do, bro. We are open. If you want to just come down and share stage, just go.
All right, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Now. Good.
That would be sick, though. But, yeah, I mean, there's direct flights from Vegas. You could fucking jump down and just hang out with us.
Come, we play a couple of songs. You go.
Yeah.
We all go because we are going to record together. So
Yeah.
you should play there, and then we go together. Maybe.
Yeah. Anything is possible.
Anything. Yeah.
Okay, so we have more questions. You guys are great. There are a lot of comments about Exodus, of course, and Slayer, and of course about Logan. Guys, you're great. Actually, I feel very humbled once again. we were joking, inside joke with Logan in the studio about being humbled. People are going crazy about Gary. Come on, man. I really am very happy that Exodus is continuing putting out these great albums, really. And
I got nothing better to do.
yeah, because when the Slayer announced about retiring, everyone was like, come on, even Motley Crue is returning. Why? It's too early, bro. And also talking about Once Human, I heard the singles, and for me, Deadlock, wow, Lauren Hart is amazing, bro.
Yeah,
really, yeah, amazing.
Awesome.
Where?
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Here's to tomorrow, right?
Here's to everybody. Everybody, get your shit together. You've got two full-length albums dropping tomorrow on every platform around the world. Persona Non Grata by Exodus, Animals by Savage Existence, and on the Once Human Instagram and YouTube channel. Is that going out on your label or just on your Once Human YouTube channel?
It goes on the label, Ear Music record label channel. That'll be out tomorrow.
All right, sick. So new video out from Once Human tomorrow. And if you guys want to join our petition to make November 19th national holiday, then
for metal,
just DM me.
National Metal Day.
Yeah.
International
Metal Day.
International Metal Day.
Well, you know what I say is every day is Metal Day.
Hell yeah.
Every day is Metal Day.
Metal Day is every day of my life. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, boys.
Right on, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much.
Talking to everybody.
See you soon. Thanks for coming, guys.
Later.
Tomorrow.
Peace.
Cheers.
Later.